Hello, I'm Tarki Wilson, and I'm in Fayetteville, Arkansas. I will be discussing the Fayetteville National Cemetery. The architect for the cemetery plot is unknown. Something important about the cemetery is a 5-acre plot was purchased in 1867 by local residents David Walker and Stephen K. Stone. The first burial were remains from Civil War battlefields. Some are Pea Ridge, Prairie Grove, and Elkhorn Tavern. Fayetteville National Cemetery was placed on the National Register of Historic Places in July of 2011. During World War II, the cemetery was enlarged and 5 more sections were added. The Fayetteville National Cemetery has a nationalistic value. The reason it is nationalistic is because it shows pride and accomplishment in our country. The American flag hanging, only veterans of war being buried there. It is being kept safe by our government. The cemetery also has a touch of psychological value because when you visit the cemetery, you have a whirlwind of all emotions. It also has the biography methodology. The stylistic influence I think that architect came up with would have to be naturalistic and realistic influences. Naturalistic means depicting objects more or less than what we see of objects and figures. We see death as a bad thing, but coming to the Fayetteville National Cemetery, you feel good when you leave, because you know that they died for a good cause, hence seeing objects for more than we usually do. The reason I think the architect made it realistic is because we are seeing death in its actual way, from the burial to the covering of the grave and coming back to visit. That is as real as it gets, because families come to the funerals to see their loved ones for one last time. Many men in my family served in the United States military, from National Guard to the Marines. I have had them all. I chose this piece because I am grateful that these men not only gave their lives up for our country, I am also thankful because all the men in my family are not in a grave that they could be. I know how it is to worry about your loved ones never coming back. So by doing this project on the National Cemetery is my way to tribute the fallen.